Hi, I'm Rory from MRK Events and I am here with Matt and Stephen from the Academic before tonight's big show here at the Millennium Forum. Boys, welcome back to Derry.
Thanks for having us
It's
again,
great
man.
to be back.
How are you feeling? Like, I suppose ready just to kick off the tour again, back to normal?
Yeah, pretty much. This is going to be night 2 of the tour, and we've no gig fitness at all. We did one show last night. I'm already wrecked, but just very happy to be back on the road, definitely.
Yeah, 2.5 years without a tour, so yeah.
Surely some of it comes down to muscle memory though.
I think we realised that when we got into practice. We were like, oh no, we can still play these songs.
Can we? Yeah. No,
we'll see later on.
Yeah, no, it's good fun because we're doing some new ones and stuff and throwing a few surprises in and bringing back some old ones as well. So, yeah, it's good crack.
First and foremost, this is going to be, I think it's our 4th show together now at this stage. Building in Derry, this is the biggest one, Millennium Forum, gorgeous venue. It's looking like that though for this tour, isn't it? It's looking like the bigger venues, getting back to normal, getting, you know, in front of those bigger crowds again.
Yeah, it is, which is great, especially because you never know after 2 years away. It's like, what's people's appetite like for live music, and do people still specifically like our band?
Are we back to playing back rooms and stuff like that? But no, it's great. I mean, especially with Derry, every time we've come here, we've literally just jumped up another venue. You know, I mean, we did Glassworks, we did the Guildhall, and now here, and yeah, it's been unbelievable.
And that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's like kind of building that. But say like over COVID, obviously, like with yourselves, like the whole music industry, it was nearly pressed pause for a while. You guys put out a lot of new music, and it was nearly in a case of like with the EPs coming after each other. What was that process like, knowing then that you weren't going to get to actually play those songs to a live audience?
I don't think we were thinking like that. I think we were just like writing and recording nearly as like a coping mechanism, just because like obviously live music wasn't an option anymore. So we just kind of threw ourselves in at the deep end, especially with like in terms of like proper home recording. We just like, Craig became our producer as well as our singer and, you know, guitar player. And yeah, we just tried to accept as best we could that like, look, these songs aren't going to be heard by a live audience probably for a while, but at least the writing and recording process will keep us sane.
Yeah, and I suppose like during that time as well, obviously one of the things that absolutely blew up for a lot of musicians that actually put the time to it was your likes of TikTok and Reels and things like that. Whenever you guys kind of dabbled into kind of doing bits and pieces of the videos and the lives online, and how did you find that?
It's tough because it's another skill that you have to add to to your wheelhouse. I mean, it's like, but given the situation with COVID and everything, you had to find a way to still connect with your fan base and but do it in such a way that's still authentic to yourself and not just like sort of jumping on a trend, you know?
Yeah, it's hitting that sweet spot where you still feel like you're being the academic and you're being true to yourself, but also you're doing like little videos and stuff that people can connect with.
It is tough though, because you do have to like overnight learn how to be a cinematographer at home and how to frame things and all these kind of things. But it's part of it, you know, and but now I do prefer this though. I do prefer just connecting with people.
Feel a relief like being back in a live situation, knowing that we're not like forced to like, you know, like have to think of like stuff from home for people to enjoy.
Yeah. And with regards then, I suppose, to the return to live shows, obviously once you're getting back in it, will you be incorporating some of the songs then now that aren't released yet into your sets and things like that, and as well as those EPs as well?
Absolutely.
Definitely, that's the name of the game with this tour. I mean, like we just finished wrapping our second like full-length album, so
when are we expecting that?
Later on this year.
I like it.
This
year. Generic answer.
This
year.
Year.
Later.
But no, like literally at the first show last night, we played one of the new songs. Went down great. So we didn't plan it this way, but this tour has kind of become a good way to road test, you know, some of the
even
new
like
material.
Like you're saying, like stuff from like the Act My Age EP and the Community Spirit EP, that mightn't be new to us because some of it's like 18 months old or a year old, but to crowds, they've never heard us play that live. Yeah. So like, in a sense, that's like road testing them songs, even though we know them inside out.
Even though they've been out a year.
We've never actually played them to a live audience, so that's interesting.
Yeah. And
I suppose at the same time as well, whenever you're looking at this tour, it's a great chance then to kind of, as you mentioned, road test going into the festival season, because you have quite a number of the big festivals as well, certainly in Ireland anyway.
Yeah, and I think headline shows is a better place to kind of road test it, because they're your own fan base and they'll be more patient with you naturally, you know, because they'll get excited if you say, oh, do you want to hear a new one? And usually if it's people who paid to see you and they like your band, they'll be like, absolutely. Whereas a festival crowd might be just like, I don't know this one. I'm here for the whole weekend. I want to have a good time.
Yeah,
you know? So it's better to definitely road test. And yeah, like you said, we're coming into a lot of festivals now, and this is all just good training for that as well. You know,
just getting back to it, back to it. And I suppose then, for the next 6 months, I suppose leading even into 2023, what's the goals then for the band now that you're getting back to live?
We want to be busier than ever, basically. We just want to throw it all at us. We want to be doing all the festivals and then some more tours.
And maybe, and also maybe making another album as well. Like we don't want to leave as long a gap as we did between these two. We want to kind of get back in fairly quick and maybe even, well, we hope get another one down, you know?
Yeah. Do some more music videos up in Derry where we did the last couple. Yeah.
We should say that tonight, by the way.
I think there's going to be a few of them actually here.
Yeah.
Which would be class. Tell me this then, just on that point, and for the Derry audience, why Derry for the music videos? What was the crack?
A mixture of a couple of things. A genius director from Derry, we have to shout him out,
Ronan Corrigan. He is an amazing director.
This is his home place, and he linked in with the Antipode agency people, and they became like fantastic actors for the videos and stuff. And then they just new locations here, and it all just kind of fell into place where it just made perfect sense to make Derry the home for our music videos.
Yeah, and whenever I hear that song now, Act of My Age, I weirdly just associate it with Derry. Like,
and even the kids don't end up like me, the bowling alley, I can't remember what it's called, the one out the road there.
The Brunswick movie?
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
That's because I was talking to somebody out there recently, and they were saying, oh yeah, an academic, sure. The lead guy was stuck in one of our machines.
That's right. Should have left him there.
Yeah.
Things you have to do for your art.
Oh.
And I think, was it on the kids video as well? I think he's actually went down to my neck of the woods, down in Buncrana. I think
that was Act of My Age. Yeah, the one with all the diffing out on the beach and all that. Yeah, beautiful part of the world.
I'm so proud.
Represent.
Represent. Well, guys, look, back in Derry. Looking forward to the show tonight.
Cheers,
Thank
man.
you.
Cheers, Rory.
Thanks for having us here.
Thank
Can't
you for
wait.
having us.
And we'll continue to do more and more. Can't wait to see what's coming.
Unreal.
Thank you.
All right.